Pathetic.
Hipster.
Sorry. Hey, harsh. We're in Brooklyn. I don't know if we can say that. Well, we can. We have the authority. All right.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Killer Queen.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. So Full Snail has a strong econ lead.
They've got 4 berries in. That's not bad. BYOB is doing a pretty good job of ledge guarding over there. Meanwhile, I'm not even sure what BYOB is trying to achieve. Snail?
Wait. Was it? I'm sorry. Did BYOB win last time?
What?
Gold one, right?
No, Full Snail University one.
My bad. I do that. I'm paying attention, I swear. All right, Full Snail.
If anyone at the stream disagrees, just let us know.
There we go.
Meanwhile, BYOB is killing everyone, but what's your winning strategy, guys?
Yeah, they're moving the snail way too slowly.
You gotta have a way to win.
They're behind on Queen. Econ's not moving.
They're not locking down around the snail.
Yeah, Full Snail is doing such a good job of that Speed Warrior killing everybody trying to get on the snail.
Meanwhile, yeah, Full Snail's econing away like nobody's business.
Wow, just 4 away. Wow, Gold Queen misses her dive on that worker, but it gets cleared.
BYOB has only 1 queen left. You could turn this around maybe, but
yeah, this is that's a situation. I know people are disagreeing with me.
There we go.
Could just stay in the position to defend the rest of the econ.
And Full Snail University wins.
Didn't even need to.
A victory for the ages.
And the developer team is
Charles
gone
Pratt,
and dead.
have never seen such a game like that. It was amazing.
Excellent.
Can I help you? Oh, very well.
And Charles returns victorious as team manager.
All right, up next we have Meaningful Choices on blue and KQ Logan Arcade on gold. Wow.
Damn, this is
a big fucking deal. On deck we have Death from Above and Mediocre. Death from Above and Mediocre, please report to the theater. This is huge. All right, we have what MC. All right, so we have what might be the best team in New York up against Chicago.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Matt, this is going to be amazing. I am so excited.
Oh my God, me too.
As we start this match. Here we go. It's time. This is the first real game of this tournament. This is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, 2 of our power teams. Logan Arcade, Chicago, Meaningful Choices. Here it goes. So they're going for that center gate. They know it's very important. Ooh, Meaningful Choices concedes it. But still does not compromise the right game. Oh wow, almost lost on that dive. Logan Arcade doing a great job trying to get those berries in, but Meaningful Choices very quickly going into a defensive position, but getting cleared.
Oh, Chicago Queen goes down.
Wow. Well done by Brian Kang. And we've got both teams pretty close on berries.
So right now, Chicago has a big econ lead, 100% econ lead right now. So.
Oh yeah, 4-2. Oh my God. Amazing. So we got a speed warrior.
Oh, here we go. This is MC style. 3
Swimming
warriors,
hard.
1 runner.
Yep. With the Queen as the lone defender. But doing a good job. Just pivoting like a madman. Daring Waffles to try and come in. Decides to transform into warrior. Gets there. With gold controlling those gates very well. This is what they do.
Oh! Chicago goes down again. Woo!
Damn. Andre Klein, an excellent
folks,
Queen, but it's on his last life.
Meaningful Choices is almost caught up in econ, by the way.
Wow.
But there are no gates. Chicago has no gates. Okay, just get 1 warrior out. The Queen, though, has to just run. She can't really fight. She's on her last life. Ooh. Brian
just
Kang
slaps
for
down
Meaningful
to the
Choices
Grand
just
Bunny.
not letting any blue military come out. He does not want to deal with any kind of pushback.
Yep, his
And
gold just gets more and more.
2 go down.
Oh my God.
Meaningful Choices, their snail pace econ kind of winning out. This boa constrictor style, and there we go. Brian Kang finds Andre Kwan.
Well done, Meaningful Choices.
Woo!
Pure dominance. Now again, it's tough. You're on.
All right, we're going to the night map, and this
You're
is
not on
actually
your
a-
home field.
This is a big deal, folks, because Chicago does not play the night map as much as New York does. So you would think that New York has an advantage. So if they can bring it back, if Chicago can beat New York on the night map, that's going to show an amazing amount of skill, an amazing amount of poise.
Oh yeah. There, representing. Got a little logo for Chicago. We're good.
Oh,
Wow.
Brian Can goes down.
Yep, a little too aggressive, feeling too confident in the
A
first
little
match.
too aggressive, yeah. And right now, actually, Chicago doing a pretty good job of controlling this board. Although actually not moving Econ as fast as they did last time. Okay, here we go. Two Econ moving in, and
Meaningful
once
Choices
again,
not really getting into position to guard terribly well.
Meaningful
The Queen.
Choices has that kind of boa constrictor style, 3 warriors, 1 runner. Brian gets out of there as he sees a warrior coming up behind him.
Oh wow, Abs chasing away the
Oh,
defender.
some great moves there from a Berry Runner by Gold, as they have now caught up in Econ.
And
Ooh, and
surpassed.
Gold Military, once again, a huge Gold Military presence. Oh,
Wow.
And Chicago goes down again. Chicago Queen goes
Eyeing up
down.
the Queen. And the Econ is getting in there.
Yes,
Three at a time.
absolutely.
Two at a
Meaningful
time.
Choices Econ has been moving this whole time. They actually have 2 Berry Runners rather than 1.
Ooh, and
and it
Abs
means that they're
trying to get
catching
in
up
there.
even faster.
So now.
Oh, Brian Kang goes down, and let's see if that
Oh my
allows
goodness.
Chicago to put themselves back into this game.
Oh, I think it may well.
Ooh, some nice running there from Chicago.
Well, Brian
Waffles
played his
did it.
patient
Another
game
nice
on
run.
his
Okay,
last
so
life. One can hope.
all right, so
Oh my God, my
getting
heart's
tense, getting tense, folks.
Yeah. Chicago's moved into a good defensive position and has really halted Meaningful Choices berry runs.
Ooh.
Damn.
Oh, another Berry Runner gets in for Chicago. 2
Yep.
more. They have some really
Kick out
impressive
the
moves
berry.
from these Berry Runners, but the
excellent
killer,
job.
the Meaningful Choices Hive is now clear.
Ooh, and they're five-
Gold Abs
most
needs
teams
to get
5 away.
out of here. Okay, Brian Kang avoiding a possible pincer there, and Brian is taking control of almost all of the gates now. All the gates now.
Oh wow, Barry kicking back and forth to Chicago's favor. However,
Ooh, okay.
both queens down to their last.
Queen kills all tied up.
Oh, and Meaningful Choices gets another berry in. Meanwhile, Logan Arcade has got their last several workers killed.
All right, so Meaningful Choices basically
Oh,
shut down
excellent bumps
Chicago's.
from Gold. But can't quite get it in there. Ooh,
Well, I think we are tied up right now on berries.
4 away for both teams.
And actually, I'd have to give the edge to Chicago right now because they have shown to have much stronger berry running. But there we go. As I say that, Waffles for Gold gets in,
Yep,
and they're
good
only
guards.
3 away. Here comes Waffles for Blue. Can they retreat it? No,
Oh,
they
and
get kicked out.
Unfortunately, they're not kicking the berry back in the other direction.
No,
They're reacting a little too quickly.
I think they just might be in get the berry out of here mode. They
Yeah.
don't know when.
Oh, it kicked the berry in! Ties it up 3-3.
Oh no!
Oh, I think that was an own goal.
That was an own goal right there, and Meaningful Choices now really needs to clear out their hive, really needs to get this econ running
But
again.
both queens.
There's a
playing
berry that comes in,
safely.
gets kicked out. Okay, another berry coming over.
Ooh,
Can Gold
bumps
Abs
out
clean
the
out the
worker.
hive? He's threatening.
Oh!
All right,
Meaningful Choices
Meaningful
gets one
Choices
more
is
in.
2 away. A berry runner comes in but gets shut down.
Oh my God.
Abs, ooh, Gold
Berries
Abs
getting
goes
kicked
down.
everywhere. Gold! Oh, can't quite get it in there.
Okay,
Those bumps
there
are
we go.
amazing. The
Ton
warrior
of ledge guarding going
kicking
on
out
right
the
now.
worker.
Neither queen can really risk doing a lot of defense
Now both
because they'll get
teams.
killed. Okay,
2 up.
it's 2-2 for berry running.
Oh,
Blue
Meaningful
is
Choices.
moving the snail.
Oh, and sneaks in one more. Meanwhile, the ledge guarding
here we
game.
go. Oh, the hive is clear for Chicago.
there it is.
And there we go.
Wow.
It's tied up.
Incredible play.
1-1.
So both teams on
Killer
their
Queen,
last
Logan
wing.
Arcade Chicago
Not
ties it up. Ties it up against Meaningful Choices.
Amazing, amazing matchup. 2 of the best teams.
That is tense.
Choices.
What were they chanting?
Choices, I guess?
Choices.
Choices. So many
Choices. You know what's best in life? It's best to have choices.
Yeah, meaningful ones, especially.
Meaningful ones especially. Meaningless choices are also good, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so this is intense.
Wow.
This is where Meaningful Choices beat Chicago. Let's see if they can repeat that performance.
Yeah.
Right now,
Such a
Chicago
close match, that
pulling
second
out that econ again, a little bit of an econ lead, but Meaningful Choices once again with a bigger military presence.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see if this works out for them.
Ooh, Gold getting pestered out by Abs. counter pestered. Chicago up just one berry and doing a really excellent job once again on that ledge guard game. They played so solidly that last map, just very reactive.
Okay, so meaning Logan Arcade is now up 2 berries, and they show no sign of slowing down.
And Abs is just defending the base.
Yeah, so actually a bunch of gold military now was in the middle of the field. I guess maybe threatening to come and clear their hive, but they don't do it. There's still a ton of blue harassment going on.
Finally, Abs gets killed from the blue base.
Blue now harassed out of their own base.
And Gold doing a good job controlling the gates.
Meaningful Choice is still down 1 berry, though, and that Waffles needs to hold down this gold hive. He's to make sure... Oh, there we go. Chicago's queen goes down as Gold Abs kicks a berry out from a newly...
and now we're tied up on Econ.
Yeah, Econ's tied up.
Blue finally gets a
one on queen kills.
Abs once again turning into military. Will he be just as strong of a presence? Nope, gets slapped down by opposing Abs.
Excellent moves there. Oh, but Brian Kang for Meaningful Choices goes down, and now queen kills are all tied up, and the berry count is tied up. So this is tense, folks. Once again, I will say Meaningful Choices has done a great job of keeping control of the gates.
Yeah.
But Chicago's done a great job of just getting gates when they need them.
Yep. Getting Abs into that warrior position.
Absolutely. Yeah. That kind of like just-in-time gate acquisition is exactly what is keeping them in this game, because they do have soldiers out. They don't need to control the gates all the time.
Yep. Finally, we see some more berry movements. So tied up once again, 5-5.
Ooh, 50-50 here. Brian goes down again to a bad dive.
Gate. Shouldn't have taken that risk.
Meaningful Choices has tied up the berry count, but man, with Brian Kang going down, it's very dangerous now for him. He can't have the presence that he would really like.
Yeah, Brian has to hold back, which could mean not the same amount of gate control, and this can significantly swing the entire momentum of the match.
Stream went out? Okay, Chicago's queen goes down. Whoo, boy, this is intense. All right, it looks like Meaningful Choices has the slight lead in berries, or maybe no, I think they're tied up right now in berries. They're tied up in queen kills. This is going down to the wire.
Oh, Lord. Yep. Oh, wow. And the blue people, the blue people are moving away from the gold people.
All right, Meaningful Choices hive gets cleared out, and they get one more berry in, but their soldier goes down.
But is it worth it?
I think it was worth it.
Yeah, honestly.
This is again another. These teams are grinding it out every little advantage.
And the queens are both down to their last. Meaningful Choices cannot get in there. That blue ledge guard, amazing job. So very patient.
All right, Chicago gets a berry in. It's tied up again, 5-5. 5 left for both teams. We have the blue queen threatening the gold hive, and basically a clear blue hive. Here come 2 more berry runners.
And blue gets one in. Gold sneaks another one in. Yeah, it should be back up. Yeah, it should be back up. Others are saying it's up, I think. Yeah, and maybe make sure that the cable is fully in again. It came loose earlier. That cable on the end wall. Yeah, just push it in if it's out.
All right, so Chicago has gotten the berry advantage now, but again, that Meaningful Choices. Meaningful Choices catches up because they have a completely clear hive.
Yep.
But the blue queen there,
it scares
blue queen being much more aggressive than Brian. Brian down to his last life being very cautious. Blue queen getting in there, scrapping. But Chicago only needs 2 more berries left. Okay, Meaningful Choices ties it up. We're almost at a berry exhaust here soon.
Wow,
so this could get a little crazy.
Yeah,
if you have a berry
like
famine.
4 berries left. I think only one team can win this. Well, wait.
Okay, a lot of harassment here. Brian now moving in to harass the blue hive.
Sneaks it in.
Here comes. Okay, Waffles gets shut down, but
so many people.
Okay, both teams only need 1 more berry. The gold hive is clear, but there's no runner.
2 berries at the bottom, and that's it.
There's 2 berries. Oh,
who won?
Gold takes it. A bad bounce.
Wow.
And Meaningful Choices has defeated Logan Arcade in an amazing best of 3. Wow.
Well played, everybody.
That was
Good
incredible.
Lord. I remember Chicago just goes to the losers bracket and can still
Brian
come back
Kang
and take this.
visibly sweating.
Yeah.
Just played the hardest game of his life.
There you go.
All right, so that means Logan Arcade's moving down into losers, but so they'll be back. That might be our
Yes.
finals, folks. That might be our
Good
finals.
Lord, that
All
was
right.
epic.
So up next, we have Death from Above, Kickstarter
Oh.
Death from Above on blue, and Mediocre on gold. And on deck, we have Full Snail University and Snailstrom. Full Snail University and Snailstrom, please come to the theater.
What team is on deck right now?
Full Snail University and Snailstrom. All right, so again, this might be another amazing match. We
I
have
think so.
Mediocre,
Yep.
one of the best teams in New York, and Death from Above, the best Kickstarter team, also in New York. But because they don't really play with us, it's hard to know how they.
I know, right? So this could go either way. Yeah, I'm very
I-
excited to
if-
see how Death from Above.
If this
performs
is
there.
another match like that last one, I don't know how I'm going to
Death
deal with
from
this.
Above has been trying really hard on their snail wins. So
True.
We'll see how that performs against Mediocre's very Chicago-like econ strategy.
Yeah.
2-2 split.
Woo! All right, so here we go. Death from Above on blue, Mediocre on gold. Right off the bat, it looks like Death from Above is going to start moving the snail, while Mediocre tries to do some econ. Death from Above moving a harasser into place to try to shut this down. Yeah. All right, so right now we have a very slow game. Okay, there we go. Death from Above, Queen goes down. Right now, Mediocre hasn't been moving much econ. There we go. Oh, almost got one more berry in, but it gets shut down in the last minute. And the snail, on the other side, hasn't been moving at all. In fact, it hasn't been moving for so long that now Death from Above has moved a berry in. So that is a bad sign from Death from Above, that they are turning back on their chosen strategy.
Yep.
It's very hard to pivot, especially against a team that is as good as Mediocre.
Yeah. And Death from Above, they like to start every match with the snail. I haven't seen them abandon it
Yeah,
yet.
so they've moved into econ now. I guess expecting the Mediocre, and, you know, maybe it's the right call. Mediocre's not put a ledge guard in place. Okay, there we go. They're finally getting their
They
hot
haven't really
topic
needed
into
one
place.
yet. Yep, there he is.
And actually, it's that lack of a ledge guard, yeah, they're
caught
clearing
up.
out their hive has allowed them to catch up in the berries, and so Mediocre needs to really shift gears here. They don't have any warriors though, and they don't have any gates. So Death from Above has basically taken control of this game. They have a clear hive, no gates, and now they've taken out Hayden, Mediocre's queen.
Wow, so Death from Above, kudos to them for pivoting strong. While
Very
Mediocre just
strong.
is struggling to get any warrior on the field with Blue's gate dominance.
Okay, there we go.
There you
Death
go.
from
There's
Above's
the
queen
queen.
goes down.
Now they're getting some warriors.
Yeah, they're just gonna pour warriors out of that
Yep.
gate. They do not want to mess with this, but it might be too late. We only have 3 more berries left
Yep,
with Death from
they're
Above.
getting one
2
more.
more.
Yep.
So they can't wait forever for
Oh,
these
wow.
warriors.
And they're losing these skirmishes. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Death from Above.
Oh,
Ooh, there we
clears
go.
it out,
Last
and this
2
is
berry.
it.
Last berry coming
Right
in.
in. Oh, just in time.
There we go. Death from Above goes 1 up against Mediocre
Wow.
here on their home turf.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. And I
worth
believe
mentioning-
that the one time that Kickstarter showed up to a tournament earlier in the year, they beat Mediocre,
Yes. Yeah, well, that was back when the only 2 real teams were Mediocre and
Right.
Death from Above.
That's true.
Almost a year ago.
This
well,
is
no,
kind
maybe
of
like
like
6 months ago.
It's like a revenge match.
Night map.
So can Mediocre...
All right,
Wow,
so
I don't
here's...
know. Can they keep
here's-
their warriors in play? They
here's-
just were getting slapped down very
It's
fast.
true, yeah. They got to win those fights. I mean, no matter what you're doing, if you can't win the fights...
Yep.
Like, again, you can hold them to 50-50. You cannot lose them, but, you know, you don't have to win them, but you can't lose them.
Absolutely. And they were
So-
just playing a little too fast, a little too aggressive.
Absolutely.
Trying to get in a position to defend.
Yeah, so here's a wrinkle in this match, which is that Mediocre, I do know, plays a lot more of this night map, has played a lot more of this night map.
That's
than
true.
Death from Above. Death from Above,
The Kickstarter just got updated.
just got it
a
on
few days
Monday.
ago, right?
And they've been practicing. They were practicing today. They were practicing yesterday. But Mediocre does have the slight advantage of knowing this map a little bit better. Let's see if that works out
Death
for
from
them.
Above. Oh no, tied up on Econ.
Tied up in Econ. This time it's the opposite. There's no one shutting down Mediocre's
Oh
base.
yeah. And, no one's
and there's
really
a
moving
lot
the
of
snail.
harassment going on with Blue.
Yep. So they're in a much more confident position, hovering
Yeah.
patiently.
Hayden doing an amazing job of just keeping any military away.
Ooh, he gets a kill.
Yeah, Death from Above's queen goes down. That buys them time to get a ledge guard out, but it may be too little too late. There's only 4 berries left for Mediocre.
Wow. Oh, and
And-
Death from Above gets juked. Wow, very well. But will this other player do the same? There we go.
Okay, so we only need 3 more berries from Mediocre. And I'll say this, Mediocre actually, Mediocre are some very talented berry runners.
Yes, they're very patient.
Yeah, exactly like that. There you go.
Head all the way.
Past 2 guarding warriors, crown walks into a berry.
Yep.
That is some real skill.
They really wait for their opportunity.
There we go. So they. Oh, there we go. Gold Queens go down in quick succession. Not probably how Gold wanted it to turn out.
Oh, but the Gold Queen is going to stay in the base to clear.
Exactly, clear it out.
Very clever.
That's what she has to do. And there we go. One more berry comes in, and she dives out. Dives out a little too soon. I think she thought that guarding warrior would stay around a little bit longer.
Oh, wow.
But that berry's coming in. We got a bump guard, and that's right. Mediocre goes up 1. All right, so we have 1-1 between Death from Above and Mediocre. And this is a faster game, but this is turning out to be just as exciting as our last game.
Really the reason we're switching between night and day is we're just alternating between matches.
Yeah, so here in New York,
day night.
No, we don't do loser chooses map. We always switch back and forth. That's how New York does it. I know Chicago saves night map for the championship. I believe Chicago lets loser choose.
Yeah. Yep, we just want to make sure that both maps get equal representation. They're great maps.
Yeah.
I love the night map.
And it was also, we figured if Chicago ever showed up, we'd have a slight advantage.
There we go. Well played, New York.
I play the long con, folks.
Although Chicago did win the night map.
If they did, ironically. Hoisted on my own petard, everyone.
Well.
Okay, so here we have Mediocre actually doing some kind of consistent Chicago-style econ, while Death from Above attempts to move the snail. But the problem is they don't have the military presence they need to move that snail. You need to have a huge military out. You need to be holding the snail constantly, and they've got a good military out now. So now it's moving again.
Yep, and Mediocre not taking those gates.
In the meantime, there's been a lot of econ movement for Mediocre. And actually, Mediocre doesn't have an answer for the snail right now.
Yep,
they're not
really
moving quite fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once again, that kind of big control.
Oh yeah, wow.
Hayden there just
this
getting
could
swarmed.
be
There is no way he was going to get out of that alive. And yeah, we might get a textbook snail win here. Mediocre's going to have to come in from the side. Big clear from Hayden, though. They're riding it back. But once again, a huge blue military. There's just no gold military out to answer.
There it is.
And there we go. The snail pulls in and Death from Above.
Solid win.
2-1. Wow, really exciting match. Really exciting match.
Yep, loved it. I loved it.
All right, so next we're going up. We got Full Sail University on blue and Snailstrom on gold. And we're going to have Bee Gees and Beauty and the Bees on deck. So Bee Gees and Beauty and the Bees, please report to the theater.
Charles Pryor's left again, no doubt to engage in his corrupt control of Full Sail University.
He's got his tendrils.
He's got his tendrils.
He's corrupting today's youth.
So earlier I saw that you drew something on the screen. How do you do that?
Oh, so it's funny. I did this sort of like to protect myself from fucking everything up.
Yeah.
I found a whiteboard feature. That way I don't accidentally click and drag any of the assets accidentally. And then I realized, wait a minute, I can make notes. So I can just like point to arrows and like say, hey, that's a good position. Hold that. Or like, oh my god, the snail's gonna win. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I have arrows and happy faces.
Just like snail, you guys.
Yeah, snail, right. I should just put hearts around the snail the whole time. That's what, yes, snail. That's it. We're just gonna talk about the snail this whole match.
All right, enough of that. Who's on deck?
Who's on deck? On deck is Bee Gees and Beauty and the Bees.
Bee Gees and Beauty and the Bees coming up next. But during this one,
we got Full Sail University and Snailstrom.
Snailstrom's a pretty good team. I like their style.
Yeah, University, they've been doing a great job coming back in losers bracket.
Yeah.
They really learned from their mistakes. Just play with a lot of patience.
Both teams are going econ, which is pretty bog standard. Take that to the bank.
It's all on you now.
Oh my god, I'm in complete control of the stream, you guys. There's nothing to stop me. So what's going on? Snailstrom has a speed worker, which is going down and taking the snail. Look at it go. Oh, sorry about that. Meanwhile, Full Sail University is continuing their econ. They only need 4, but they've got Gold controls all of the gates. Only 2 left. No one's guarding Full Snail University. Oh, someone's guarding now. That's a good addition. I feel like Kickstarter might believe that like ledge guarding's cheating. It's not. It's a core part of the strategy. One up. It's a big old melee happening up in the blue base. That's really never a place you want to be as a person playing this game. You don't have an exit strategy to that situation. Sooner or later, a worker is going to get in. Who won? I don't know. Blue! Full Snail University, congratulations. So now we're moving over to the night map, where all sorts of crazy things could happen. Oh, I don't know how to get rid of this stuff. So you're just gonna have to put up with that because I don't know how to erase it. So far, we've got both sides are going econ again. Yawn. We've got 2 ledge guarders over at the side.
I have beer. There is a big snail.
All right, great. I realized I didn't know how to erase it after I wrote it.
Snail forever. I agree that snail graffiti.
Anyways, so Full Snail University has so many ledge guards. So many ledge guards. Meanwhile, Snailstrom has no ledge guards at all.
Wait, did Full Snail?
Indeed they did.
Okay, yeah, I got it right. I have Coors Light. Everything is amazing.
Earlier I had Pepsi Zero. It wasn't that great.
Tis the Rockies. So what's going on? Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
wow,
so
Full Snail University dominating on econ.
Both sides are doing econ. I think it might be over already.
If you call that doing econ.
Sort of blinked.
I have 1 beer and I'm an asshole. Anyway.
Snailstrom is doing snail half-heartedly. You have to believe in the heart of the snail.
Oh, and there it is, sneaking
That's
in.
It's all over.
Full Snail moving on once again in loser's bracket. Doing a good job. I know, I had to take away their win by reminding everybody that they're in loser's bracket. But they're doing great. They're doing great.
Poor Snailstrom. They were a great team and I love them. I'll see you all later.
Yep, you're dead. You're gone. Now go into the execution room. It's to your left.
All right, so up next we have
BGs on blue and Beauty and the Bees on gold.
I haven't left yet because Charles has trapped me in here.
You've been trapped. You want a graffiti? Put more snails?
then,
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. Wow, you're really artistic.
and on deck we have
Giant
HQ
snail.
Logan Arcade and Full Snail University.
That
Killer
made
Queen,
me very
Logan
happy.
Arcade,
Thank you.
and Full Snail University on deck.
Ooh, all right. So
All right, it's me, Charles Pratt. I'm back on the stream.
convincing. Beauty and the Bee is doing a great job with gate control and winning on econ and winning on military, but they haven't touched the snail. So how good can they really be?
How good can they really be? Let's see. BG's is a Kickstarter team. Is that correct? Am I correct in thinking that?
I forget already.
Maybe they're a Chinatown Fair team.
Wait, no, they look vaguely familiar.
Maybe they're both NYU teams or 5x5 Friday teams.
Maybe they're secretly Portland.
Something
They're
I've
not.
noticed over the course of tonight is that teams that regularly
Wow.
go to 5x5. Somebody
Beauty and
won.
the Bee is dominant. Yeah, right. No, go on. This is
Teams
color commentary
teams
time.
that regularly go to 5x5 definitely play differently than teams who don't. They definitely have like an established meta. The one team that Bees won was definitely like that was a strategy which another team might not have won. This is BG's
All right.
versus Beauty and the Bees.
Well, that was a quick one. I did not even see what the hell happened.
Yeah, blink and you miss it.
Yeah, right. So 1 sip alcohol. I'm useless.
Yes, it's Meaningful Choices versus Death from Above up next.
Gotcha.
That should be an interesting match.
Oh, absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, there's $200 riding on the result of that match.
I don't know that people know that.
Now
they do.
Can I tell people about that?
I guess. Well, you just did.
Tell people that Charles Pratt gave a $200 bounty for the first team from NYU to defeat Kickstarter. Am I allowed to tell anyone that?
Now the secret's out. So Meaningful Choices better keep up that streak if they want $200.
That's $40 each, friends.
Got a $200 bill. Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up.
Meanwhile, Beauty and the Beast, econing quite well again.
Dominant. And there's a berry waiting for that worker. He sneaks it right in.
Yeah, come on. It's just right there, you guys. Go get it. That's right. Skull picked it up, taking it home.
Blue abs.
Where it
lost
deserves.
for words. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast looking so dominant.
Seeing a lot of
the gates.
two warrior ledge guarding this game. So I don't feel like I've seen a lot of it in the past, but very effective.
And Beauty and the Beast, just one more to go. And they seem to bury on the closest platform. Interesting.
And that's game.
Sneaks it in.
Good night, BGs.
Yep, the BGs are gone. They will be incinerated in the incinerator room.
And their parts will be used to be fed to the snail god.
Yep, that's exactly right. I don't think I told you that. How'd you know?
I just assumed.
No, you were right.
Also, I've been to Kickstarter before.
Some come out of Kickstarter alive. Most don't.
All right, up right now we have
Meaningful Choices on blue, Death from Above on gold. I think
this is going to be a very interesting match. Two giants of a team.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes, we're not doing the semifinals yet. We're going to do Logan Arcade versus Full Snail. You're not up.
Logan Arcade on blue.
We're going to go through losers before we do
versus Full Snail.
Get out of here, Meaningful Choices.
On blue.
We don't want to see you around here.
Psych.
And who won that last one?
Okay, it was Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, so say on deck, Mediocre and Beauty and the Beast. On deck, Mediocre and Beauty and the Beast.
On deck, Mediocre and Beauty and the Beast. All right, Chicago getting in position.
Sorry, we're trying to figure out how challenge worked and updating the thing. So the next two matches will decide who. Yes. Next two matches will decide who will go into the finals for the losers match.
Copying each other's strategy, not going for the gates right away. Kind of at a standstill with one another.
That's kind of interesting. You get in this long and still have a gray gate.
Ooh, but Chicago getting into ledge guarding position.
Who's going to take the time to take it?
And they have shown they're very, very confident with that ledge guarding game.
That's true.
Ooh, and also already have that victory over the Queen. Yeah, Full Snail's been doing an excellent job tonight. Despite their initial loss, they've been taking out everyone on their road to this loser semifinals. I believe that's where we're at. Oh, there we go. Oops. I forgot to go live. This is who was actually playing. Full Snail versus...
If they win this round and Mediocre wins the next round, we'll have a rematch between these two teams. Maybe it'll go differently. But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Wow.
Logan Arcade has just won the first round.
There it is. Handily. Dominating. Oh,
rubbing it right in. Live historic on the Snail Road.
That was excellent. I'm glad I didn't move away.
KQ Logan Arcade.
Yeah, my money's on Chicago. I hope I don't get kicked out for saying it.
Well, we've already proven which group is better, New York or Chicago. It's New York.
Well, I don't know. They can still come back. They have to be defeated twice, probably, at this rate.
True. That's true.
If they
true.
make it out of loser bracket.
Both queens are pressing up against themselves at the side. Go straight to the middle. fight for the middle gate. Oh, and the blue queen dies right off the bat. Gold is taking the snail, riding it right along. There's Warrior trying to stop him. Can they do it? I think this is a good strategy for Full Snail University. I don't think KQ Logan Arcade knows how to handle a heavy snail push.
Maybe. They're having trouble getting into position.
They're like, what is a snail? They don't even know.
Wait, there's a snail in this game?
There is. However, where are all of Full Snail University's workers and guards and stuff?
Yep, because Logan Arcade, they're just going to pull that in. They're just going to pull in all those berries, uncontested. No guarding. No guarding whatsoever.
Full Snail University needs a ledge guard. But they're back on the snail, back in business.
Slow snail, but it's a shorter distance on night map.
Yep, if they got a ledge guard, they could possibly take this.
So for whatever reason, Full Snail is just not getting into position fast enough.
That was not a good defense.
Like here,
yes.
Hover here.
I mean, they've got one guy there, which is good.
Getting him there in time.
Come on, get in there, worker. No, don't become a... That guy just became... Now they have gone full military.
Full military, so
which
they
is
can't move the snail at all.
Which is not actually a bad plan if you see that Logan Arcade's person is down to their last... Logan is down to their last queen. I don't know why they're still guarding the snail, but...
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Now is the time. Now is the time to bring the heat, my friends.
Yeah, they need to surround the queen. The queen is in, like, full motion. Wow. Yeah, pincers that warrior right out.
They just took all the gates.
So Andre Kwan, the blue queen, is doing an excellent job. I'm sorry, the gold queen. Wait, I'm sorry, blue queen. I'm gonna shut up now.
KQ Logan Arcade's queen doing quite well.
Yes.
They control 2 out of the 3 gates. I think Full Snail University just got the memo that they're not trying to do snail anymore. Another bloodbath here on the board. People dying left and right.
Who is John Madden over there?
John Madden. Oh, but they're back on the snail.
Wow, they're riding
very close. Can they make it?
Oh, I want this so badly, but I think Chicago wants that econ victory a little bit more.
The crowd's going crazy, chanting snail. Snail.
It's not going to move.
New York loves
Chicago's
their snail.
in too good of a position.
Because it is objectively better.
It's true. I think it's inarguably the best. I mean, would the crowd lie?
No, they would not. Blue hasn't gotten any berries in recently.
It's true. They seem to have slowed that down, although, you know, the Gold Queen is doing a good job shutting it down. Gold Abs as well is in a pretty decent position. Now going back to that hover spot.
A moment ago,
optimal, I think.
They're back on the snail.
Snail's moving. Oh!
And they're hovering in the important spot.
Wow!
Kill the warriors!
Oh! Can't quite get in there.
Oh, but KQ Logan
man.
has taken back the space again.
Yep. And they only need one more berry to take this. Wow.
Here comes a berry.
Too many warriors.
The one.
And Chicago's moving back the sail for good measure. Even though they just need one person in. And great ledge guarding by Full Snail.
Yeah, it's some good ledge guarding.
And there it is.
Oh,
not quite.
There it isn't.
Ooh, but Gold gets chased out. The snail's moving again, but it's just a little slow at this rate. Still gets a couple of clears.
A worker goes right into the snail's gullet.
Fairly worthy.
Yum, yum.
Queen, come in. No, can't get the kill. It's so close to a military victory.
That would have been, that's
Now-
what you needed.
Now, really needs to be hovering that position for a better dive, because you don't have as much space here to dive.
The snail's at a point now. Gold takes it
on military.
Military victory.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they are hype as fuck.
You can see from these videos here.
That was pretty excellent.
Full Snail University.
Yeah,
Super excited.
Full Snail.
Chicago a little more reserved.
They were so close
They were
on that snail.
so close.
Yeah, they had it inevitably.
There was all kinds of victories about to happen.
Yep. God, and one berry away.
One
Full
berry
Snail
away.
did an excellent job with two sword carriers just holding it down. Don't be salty. Don't be salty, Chicago.
Chicago was just calling out Full Snail University for taking too long to start the game, which is valid.
56 viewers presently. That is a record for some of the best teams going at it right now. Yeah, Full Snail is getting better just as the night goes on.
In all my years of broadcasting, I've never seen such a game.
There we are. All of your days of broadcasting. Yeah, Chicago off to a nice early lead here.
Workle Jerk would like Chicago to know that they are loved and appreciated. I don't know if Chicago can hear me, and they're probably concentrating, but
Hey,
I did my best.
Chicago, Workle Jerk loves you and appreciates you.
Back to the game. Chicago's doing econ again. No surprise there. Econ's pretty much Chicago's thing.
Quandre. Oh, that's a great.
I think we would be surprised if something else gone. Full Snail is going snail again.
Portmanteau, that's what it's called.
They're getting.
Quandre.
They're doing better this time, but not that much better. They just got
they're not
chased
losing
off
on
the
military,
snail.
so that's happening. Yep. Not giving up that 50-50.
Logan Arcade has all the gates.
Wow, and they're dominating on Econ. Full Snail going a little too hard on Snail, but they're unable to really move it.
Basically just blinked and they're out, and they only need 2 more.
Yep.
They got some defense in here finally.
Wow.
Blue Queen goes down.
But it's too little too late, I think, as Econ just sort of sneaks their way in.
It could happen. And another queen goes down.
Wow.
This is the power of a snail strategy. This is the power of a snail strategy. It forces the queen to go into bad places.
Absolutely. Compromising positions left and right.
It's getting close. Oh, down it goes.
2 Econ to go. Still, as the queen leads
1 econ to go. There's no guards. It's wide open. Okinawa State University bounces out that worker. That's incredible.
Wow. Amazing, amazing defense.
And but another guy. Oh!
And Chicago
takes it.
Wow, despite the snail push, Chicago does
close.
an excellent job converting. Yeah, kudos to Chicago, keeping their cool. And
Props
Full
to
Snail,
Chicago.
Damn, impressive
Good work.
showing, nevertheless.
Believe in yourself, Chicago. Workle Jerk believes in you.
Tell them the snail is viable. Tell them the snail is viable.
Snail is viable, everybody.
Snail is perhaps a little bit viable.
Just a little bit, tiny bit. Econ's pretty legit, though.
All right, coming up, we've got Mediocre versus Beauty and the Bees.
Mediocre on blue, Beauty and the Bees on gold. Ba-ba-ba-da. They're shaking hands, being cordial. Oh, that's full.
Whoever wins this round, oh, I gotta go. Snail.
Snail.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, epic matches. This
All
is
right.
the strongest competition we've ever seen.
So I think whoever wins today, I think New York wins. New York's on the map, folks.
My God.
I think we're on the map.
Dude, Snail did an amazing job.
Yeah, for a team that got together in the last week, I believe. We've had 2 weeks. We've had 2 weeks of
Hey,
practice. so
good
far.
coaching. You're like Darth Sidious.
I mean, it's a lot of the play calling of
Use your
Andrew.
hatred.
Our Queen Andrew is so good.
Oh,
and he makes
absolutely.
Because we're not. No, semifinals for losers is here. Semifinals for winners is here.
Oh, we're doing 3 out of 5 in semi?
Yeah, so remind me when we get into the semis, we're going to do 3 out of 5.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to start setting up that.
Okay, so here we have this game going between Mediocre and Beauty and the Bees, and it's pretty even. Beauty and the Bees and Mediocre both very strong teams. Right now, Beauty and the Bees is 1 berry away from tying it up with Mediocre, but Mediocre's hive is totally clear. They bring in two berries, so Mediocre needs 1 more, but Beauty and the Bees only needs 2, so this is really tense. The thing is, right now, Mediocre has the slight military lead, which is allowing them to shut down a lot of this econ from Beauty and the Beast. And there you go. Mediocre brings the last berry in and takes that game. So
Well done,
Mediocre, yeah, Mediocre up 1 as we go into the night map. Okay, here we are in the night map. Let's see what these 2 teams are going to do. It looks like Mediocre, again, running that econ, that classic econ, 2-2. whereas Beauty and the Beast running a little bit of maybe a heavier econ. No, they're running a 2-2 as well. And this time it looks like Beauty and the Beast definitely being sure to get 2 Hive Guards in, and this time it's Beauty and the Beast Hive. It is all completely clear. There's nothing stopping their econ at this moment. Ooh, but their queen goes down. So that might allow, that's allowing Mediocre to pivot and get back in this game. But then Hayden, the queen for Mediocre, goes down, and that is tough. So, but right now it might not matter because Beauty and the Beast gets two berries in, right? That blue soldier doesn't do a good job of kicking those berries out, and Beauty and the Beast only needs 3 more berries to take this. That long stretch at the beginning of the game where there was just no guarding from Mediocre has allowed Beauty and the Beast to really open this game up. As I say that, they get a runner in, but again, they still have a huge econ deficit compared. Oh, but a bounce in could even things out, as now they are almost tied. So let's see if this blue berry runner can get in. Yeah, there you go. Mediocre has just great berry runners. They really know how to kind of juke and trick a. Yeah, there you go. Another big jump from Mediocre's Waffles. And Beauty and the Beast is not having as easy a time getting into their hive. Just getting shut down again and again. Another blue berry comes in. Here comes the last berry for blue. Can they get it in? Ooh, a bounce out, and Beauty and the Beast are still in this. Hayden comes out to clear out his hive. Ooh, the berry runner gets shut down, though. There's a berry in the blue hive. Stripes, oh, but a dive. And that means that Mediocre takes it 2-0 against Beauty and the Bees.
Well done, Mediocre.
Sending Beauty and the Beast home, but what an impressive game. So that means we are moving on to our last match before the semifinals of losers, which is Killer Queen Chicago on blue and Mediocre on gold. Killer Queen Chicago on blue and Mediocre on gold. No, this is right before the whoever gets out of this goes to the semifinals. No, you're up. You're up. No, you guys are, because we have you guys play, and then you're playing to get into the semifinals of losers right now.
Sorry, we didn't tell you. Killer Queen,
Logan Arcade, and Mediocre. Okay, I'm sorry. No worries.
We forgot to tell.
So right now, you guys are playing to get into the semifinals. Yeah. You're blue. It's just whoever's name is on top gets on blue. They're on left.
Oh, it just undid all my changes. That's awesome. Okay.
Do you, Logan, do you guys want to be on gold? Do you want to switch? You're fine? Okay. All right, so another exciting match here as we have Logan Arcade against Mediocre. And we have almost identical openings here between Chicago and Mediocre.
Yeah, Mediocre runs a very similar strategy. After they visited Chicago, they've just been
yeah, it's true.
For the most part.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning the Queen for Mediocre visited Chicago not too long ago, and I think that was when he went to Chicago and brought back all the tech that Chicago had developed. That's really kind of part of what started the NYC team moving, and actually is what allowed Mediocre to be so dominant for so long in the New York City. But here we have a slight lead on Econ, but for gold, but blue ties it up. And right now there's a lot of harassment going on. There's a lot of gold military out. Ooh, there we go. Nice berry running there from a Mediocre Waffles. And I think right now, yeah, the berries are all tied up. But blue, Chicago manages to get one in and clear their hive, which allows their Waffles to come in, and they now have a 2-berry lead. Ooh, but gold is also clear, and there we go. Both of them coming out. Ooh, but Chicago's queen goes down, and Hayden is up 1 now on queen kills. This is gonna, but at the same time, blue hive is totally clear, and they only need 2 more berries to win this. Mediocre's actually a pretty big deficit, so while that win queen kill may have felt good, it's not going to win them the game.
Once again, Skull's in a very dominant ledge guarding position. Every game, you see Skull's waiting there.
Absolutely.
They know their roles well, and they perform.
Yeah, so Hayden coming up to clear his hive, trying to tie up this berry game. But it might be too little too late as the last berry goes in for Chicago, and they take it. All right, so Chicago right now is up 1 against Mediocre.
Well done, Chicago.
All right, so right now on deck, by the way, we have Meaningful Choices and Death from Above. Would Meaningful Choices and Death from Above please report to the theater? Meaningful Choices, Death from Above. All right, once again, I want to thank all of our viewers. We have 58, 59. That's incredible. Thank you all for tuning in. We're so happy to get so much support here in New York from the Killer Queen community.
Yep. Blew our old
from Portland,
away.
from Chicago. Really, really great. It means a lot to us, especially since we're the youngest. We're the little brother scene. We're just trying to compete. Okay, so here we go. In this game, we have Mediocre actually running really strong econ. I think they must have gone like
Mediocre
a huge econ
winning
push
that
right at
initial
first.
skirmish with the Queens.
Yeah, and the Gold Hive is cleared. They are moving econ crazy fast. I think
Wow.
they went no warriors. They
Yeah.
went 0 warriors, and now they're only 2 berries away from winning.
This is such a dominant strategy right now.
Chicago did not see this coming.
Yeah, they're running extremely efficiently. Even
Now,
though Blue is in position.
as I say that, there's no one guarding Blue base, so their
there's the
econ's moving as
deficit.
well. And because they don't have
Oh,
any
and
guards,
gets one more in
Waffles gets in. Again, that amazing Mediocre berry running. Really, really shining there. And the Gold Hive is clear. There's a runner coming down. Hayden is negotiating that, but he
kicks
gets
a berry
pushed out.
through.
The berry's in the hive. There's one bouncing around. And then
Wow.
it goes in.
Well
And
done.
Mediocre ties it up. That means that we...
the third time we've seen that tonight, and I think it's worked every time.
I mean, I think if
It
you
comes
don't
out of nowhere.
expect it,
Yeah.
if you don't expect it, you're like, oh, I'll get a ledge guard, I'll
Nope.
get some, we'll do
Nope.
some berries. But by the time you've done that, there's 8 berries in the hive.
Yeah.
Right?
Incredible.
It's just especially on night map where berries are so fast.
Oh, yeah.
So fast.
I've been very impressed. Yeah, from above on deck. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that in.
And it'll be a best of 5.
Got it.
All right, so here we go. We are in the rubber match between Logan Arcade, Killer Queen, Logan Arcade Chicago, and Mediocre. New York versus Chicago. Once again. And okay, right now we definitely have a much more conservative opening for Mediocre.
Yep.
Or maybe not. They only have 1 warrior out and 3 berry runners. So they may
another
feel
warrior
like...
in play.
Okay, yeah, so they've pivoted now to a 2-2.
Yep.
But oh, Hayden goes down. Chicago ties up the berries as I say that. Hayden trying to keep his hive clear, but man, that's Skulls.
Great ledge
Yeah,
guarder.
Skulls for Blue. Chicago Skulls is really maybe the MVP of all of these matches. They are doing such an amazing job keeping that hive totally shut down, even when there's opposing queen, opposing warrior. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They just juke and jive out of the way.
And Blue
And
finally
as-
sneaking in another one.
That's right. As I say that, Chicago is taking the lead here. I also want to give a shout out to Logan Arcade. We have Chicago players here because Logan Arcade was kind enough to sponsor them to come out to this tournament. Big thank you to Logan Arcade. If you're ever in Chicago, check out Logan Arcade. An amazing place. Super friendly. You want to play Killer Queen, go there,
Blue
play with
space.
some of the best.
They just snuck in a few. There was nobody there to stop them.
Yeah, so Chicago now is taking a big berry lead, and there's not much that I think it speaks for Blue Skulls that Mediocre has 2 ledge guards out, and they're not doing as good a job as Skulls.
Absolutely. Yeah, Skulls.
Oh, okay.
Great position.
So Chicago's Queen goes down again.
Oh. Even when Skulls.
Okay,
leaves the
and the
position.
Gold Hive is clear. The Gold Hive is now clear.
Oh wow, Skulls finally dying.
Skulls goes
Base
down.
open.
There's a huge amount of gold military now around Blue base. Blue Queen now coming over and harassing a little bit. But can Chicago clear? Oh! Chicago
dive
Queen
kill.
goes down again. But again,
Stops
it
him
might
from
not matter.
transforming.
Again, it might not matter because 2 berries come in for Chicago. Oh no, 1 gets shut down. And Chicago's only 3 berries away from winning. But their Queen is on her last life. She cannot take 50-50. She has to back up constantly. So her pulling double duty, her clearing hives, all that stuff is over. But as I say that, 2 Chicago berries come in. They need 1 more, and Skulls is back in place. Blue Skulls is back in place. So that mediocre hive. Ooh, some nice crown running there from Waffles, and Hayden goes down. So we're now tied up on queen kills. Hayden not sticking around to clear his hive.
Can Mediocre make up this difference with 4
Mediocre has a berry coming up. They need 3 more if they can keep this Chicago hive shut down. But it's coming up. Waffles coming up. Some crown running. 1 goes down, and there we go. Chicago takes it. 2-1. Really impressive game there.
Very patient, very running.
Yeah, very patient. And Skulls, amazing moves there from Skulls, just shutting that down.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, everyone, we're gonna do winners semifinals, which means we're moving on to a best 3 out of 5 setup. Best 3 out of 5 for this next game between Meaningful Choices on blue and Death from Above on gold. All right. All right, Josh DeBonis has assaulted one of the Chicago members. All right, so this is going to be another one of those super exciting matches because Meaningful Choices is right now the most dominant New York City team.
Absolutely.
But Kickstarter is very, very strong. This is the legendary Kickstarter team. The Kickstarter team we always heard about. We always wanted to come out and play, but they never did. They stuck in their secret lair and developed all this tech, and now we're going to see, can Meaningful Choices, the best team in NYC, supposedly the best team in NYC, take down Death from Above, a Kickstarter team that no one knows. We are just now in this tournament seeing them, and they have a great record. Neither of these teams was lost tonight.
Yeah,
so this is going to be
one of their teams would suffer their first loss and go to losers bracket, but could still come back and win the tournament.
Oh wow!
Immediately,
Death from Above's queen goes down right out of the gate.
Yeah, good job for Meaningful Choices. Brian Kang is furiously tapping away.
Okay, so it looks like we get that. We're getting that that Anaconda style from Meaningful Choices. Just you know, constricting 1 berry runner, but a ton of military just swarming. Okay, all right. So whoever loses this is going to lose this because the back comes out.
Wow. Death from Above on their last queen already. But Brian King keeping up that dominance.
Okay,
however,
so
goes down 1.
Lots of death here. Meaningful Choices, 1 queen down, but Death from Above, their queen has gone down twice. So this is really impressive. Right now we have a big not a huge berry lead, but a significant berry lead from Meaningful Choices. And again, we have that boa constrictor style. Oh, Brian playing with fire there. Really playing with fire as another berry comes in for Meaningful Choices, but they're down a bunch of military, and this may cramp their style, right? They're used to having a bunch of military on the board, doing a lot of threatening, and they're going to need to rebuild that military from scratch. As I say that, Snail has started moving for Death from Above. Oh, with a good bounce! Wow. A surprise bounce. Meaningful Choices.
Yeah, Meaningful Choices. Well played.
Goes up 1 in this best of 5 against Death from Above. Whew. All right, so Meaningful Choices right now is up 1 as we move on to the night map. Really impressive game there. It looked honestly. I don't want to talk too much trash about Kickstarter, but that looked like a desperation Snail. And there we go.
Once again.
Wow.
Queen kill within seconds of the match starting.
Yeah, just so aggressive, and it's not. Oh, but a bad turn by Brian means he goes down as well. And Death from Above has definitely looks like they've settled on a Snail strategy. They're not moving Econ. They're dancing around the Snail, but I don't know if they have the military presence to do it.
One person hovering there. They're switching to a fast warrior, or fast worker.
Yeah. In the meantime, Meaningful Choices has gotten
at a time.
Yeah, 5 berries. Yeah, they've switched to a more traditional 2-2. But oh, Death from Above Queen goes down again, and that's going to make this Snail very, very hard. if you don't have your queen there, put on additional pressure. You have trouble defending it. That said, Meaningful Choices right now not pushing back on this snail very much. Brian's the only one doing it.
Wow.
Okay, we have
the
Stripes
speed
coming
is
in.
still moving very
but
fast.
Brian takes up a pretty dangerous spot. That's, that means that a queen that's on her last life from Death from Above needs to come in and take him out of there, and I don't think she can risk it.
No,
and
absolutely can't take that risk.
While all
Meaningful
of this is
Choices
going
getting
on,
so many econs.
yeah, this icon is just moving, right? Finally,
Wow.
okay, a gold
Brian.
axe moves into guard.
Wow.
And there we go. Gold axe finds Death from Above's queen.
Damn.
All right,
Military
best of three.
dominance.
Best of three.
Best of three.
Best of five.
Five. Sorry.
Best of five.
Yeah. First to 3.
Day map. Woo. We are seeing some amazing moves out of Meaningful Choices. Meaningful Choices.
Yep, they're in fine form.
A team that formed, by the way, just to take Kickstarter down. I should say, just
that right?
to take Kickstarter down.
I'm seeing it. Wow. All right, so we don't get that early kill this time.
Full econ from Death from Above, though. Almost a full econ.
Brian got over. Once not going for the snail.
Yeah, Brian got over. Oh, but Death from Above Queens goes down again. Ouch. Brian, I gotta say, Brian, when he feels like he's better than you, he will attack. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it means he exposes himself when he shouldn't. He puts himself in danger he doesn't need to. But sometimes it means he just closes this stuff out.
But the good thing is,
puts his foot down.
Yeah, and he's got the support of some very strong fighters.
And look at him. They've almost started ignoring the fact that Death from Above has the berry lead.
Yep.
They don't care.
They just want to kill.
They're just hunting.
Oh yeah, they want a humiliation win.
Yeah.
And the snail moving slowly.
But, yeah, that slow snail. Death from Above, actually, a berry lead that's now being tied up by Meaningful Choices and surpassed.
Meaningful Choices
okay,
again
now
doing
tied
a
up
great
again.
job holding those gates down.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
letting it transformation.
Again, that constrictor style, right? Just
slow and
making
steady.
sure there's no military out to face them, and then having a huge military out themselves. It's a really interesting style.
Oh yeah,
one we haven't really seen before this tournament.
Yeah,
I think
honestly.
we may have saw. Oh, but Brian actually goes down there a little
really,
too concentrated on controlling those gates.
But they're really responding to the new patch in that way.
Absolutely,
they like the ability to bump out. Like workers can bump out other workers through transforming.
Absolutely, but look, Meaningful Choice is only 2 berries away from winning this. And Meaningful Choices, Death from Above hasn't moved the snail very much in a long time.
So at this rate, Brian just...
Oh, but Brian goes down again. Will it matter, though? Death from Above goes down, and there we go. Last berry comes in, which means that Meaningful Choices takes it 3-0 against Kickstarter.
Pure domination. And Kickstarter is very, very different.
All right. Incredible.
Exchanging handshakes, being good sports all around.
Great showing from both of those teams. Really, really impressive. And that means we're moving on to the semifinals and losers bracket, which is between Death from Above on blue and Killer Queen Logan Arcade Chicago on gold. Death from Above on blue, best of 5. Death from Above against Killer Queen Chicago. And the winner of this will go on to face Meaningful Choices in the grand finals. I don't know. We're savages. Savages. All right. So Death from Above perhaps forfeiting their match by not having their entire team. I don't make these rules. Luke makes these rules. Luke Crane makes these rules.
There you go. Oops.
Whew. All right.
Both teams.
So these are some amazing matches, some crazy upsets. Who do you think moves on from this?
My money's on Chicago. I have to be honest.
They're really strong. They fought Meaningful Choices to a standstill, and Meaningful Choices crushed Kickstarter.
Absolutely.
Death from Above.
In Kickstarter, they started 2 of their 3 matches trying to go snail and not really being effective at it.
Yeah,
and it was they were too far behind on econ to come back.
So I think we're going to be looking at, if I had to put money on it, we'd be looking at Meaningful Choices, Logan Arcade finals.
I would have to agree. Now, Death from Above doesn't go snail this time. They're still going snail. They really want to prove the snail works, given all of Chicago's shit talking.
I think, but look, the thing is, you can't go snail when your queen dies immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
You have to have overwhelming military presence. Okay, there we go.
All right,
Death from Above.
tied up.
Yeah, tied that up. And there's only 2 berries in for Chicago, so actually some great ledge guarding going on.
And Blue's doing a good job of holding down the gates, and especially speed gates.
Snail Rider gets off in the wrong direction.
Nobody's taking speed.
No one's getting speed. I think they're just going to push this slow and steady snail.
Getting some hella good bumps there. Oh, yeah. And
all right,
Old
Snail's
Queen
moving
has to
again.
compromise herself. She wants to stop this snail.
Ooh, 2 berries, though, come in for Chicago.
And she knows it, so she leaves and goes for the gates. So great job at pivoting, knowing that there's not much she can do.
Kickstarter needs to get in position to control this. Oh, but their queen goes down again. And it's up to Blue Abs and Waffles to completely defend the snail, and both of them are down now.
Wow. The snail moves a little tiny bit, but
that queen goes down at the exact wrong time. Right when they needed a lot of military presence, she went down.
And a worker can't transform, so Gold's doing a good job at stopping those transformations, too.
Oh, and there we go. Pincered. Wow. Blue Queen flies into a that's a lot of stingers right there.
Would not have done that, personally.
That's a lot of pressure. I wouldn't have gone there.
Nope.
I don't like that neighborhood.
No, it
scares me. Yeah. All right, so that means Chicago is up 1 here in this best of 5 against Death from Above.
Ooh, everyone putting on their game faces. Yeah, the Death from Above queen has been very reckless, taking huge chances. I really think they have the capability of getting a snail win if their queen was just a little more conservative.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you.
They've been incredibly close multiple times
Let's see. All right, so I think it's because...
Oh, look at that. Death from Above is going full econ.
Yeah.
This time, because that's what worked against Logan Arcade prior.
It's true. Their queen just has to hold it down, though. I mean, that means that the first and only line of defense here is their queen.
It's true. And then the Abs and their opposing queen are getting into position.
I do think it's great. I like that they have faith in her. I like that they have faith in their queen. Even when she's gone down at inopportune moments before. And nice berry running there.
Yeah,
from Stripes on Blue. Now, while all this is going on, by the way, there's a lot of Chicago econs going on.
Kill, and now the base is wide open.
Wide open as 2 more berries come in, and they right now have the berry lead. They only need 2 more, so Chicago's going to need to make some moves. Oh! And Chicago's queen goes down again as the last berry is coming in.
And there it is, uncontested.
Abs bounces, now 2 berries in as they tie it up.
Wow.
They tie it up 1-1 now between Death from Above and Logan Arcade.
So 4th time we've seen that strategy work. And like, performed and worked.
Yeah, I mean, so this is something that I know you've said before, right? Is that Chicago is incredibly strong, but they're also maybe a little too single-minded.
Yeah, they don't really know how to try something else when they're being outplayed. And they got outplayed by Econ.
Their openings they don't see. Yeah, because Chicago doesn't play them. Maybe that's part of it. Now, all that being said, Chicago did have a very commanding win in that first game. And look at that, a huge sweep of the full econ opening.
That was
and
amazing. Hell no to that.
Absolutely. That doesn't happen to us twice.
Right. Well, no one has tried it twice in a row. I think it's been the winning strat.
All right. So actually, Death from Above pushing a little bit of the snail as Logan goes for this classic Chicago econ, and it's working out.
Yeah,
that Chicago econ is
uncontested.
Way farther along.
Death from Above cannot get a warrior on the field because Chicago is dominating those gates.
Yeah.
They're getting 1 in play. Let's see if he can survive.
Yeah, they only need, looks like 4 more berries to take it.
Wow. So they're, that 2
are coming up, and that's a clear high. 3 are coming up. Ooh, some good bouncing there from Skulls on
Now
Gold.
Death from Above is in a position where she has to ledge guard.
Yeah, she can. That's going to make it really hard to push the snail. They don't have the military out.
Yep.
Gold Queen coming up to clear. 2 berries coming in.
And dies on her way up to stop the berries.
All right, here's this last berry coming up. I think this means Chicago's going to take the second game.
Yep. Confidently.
Very nice. All right, and I think that means we're moving on to the night map.
That's right.
So you think Kickstarter opens full econ again?
Ooh, I hope they don't try it again, but I don't know what else they can do to win. Anything else they've tried tonight has kind of been shut down. Yeah. And it really comes down to the conservation of the queen. It's Chicago. Yeah. So we'll see.
We will see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now. All right. Once again, thanks everyone for tuning in. This has been an incredible tournament so far. We're almost done. This is a pretty big deal.
Wow. It looks like Logan really wants to go military with their strat, but Death from Above taking those gates, slowing down Logan quite a bit. But Logan, sticking to what they know best. They're going 2 workers, pulling it in, uncontested once again. Death from Above, no warriors on the field.
Yeah.
I'm getting one in play, but
Yeah,
boy,
there's
they're in a huge deficit already. They're not
there's-
moving anything. at
Yeah,
this
I
rate.
mean,
they're down a
coming from StarCraft, I like to use StarCraft analogies for this. Ooh, Chicago Queen goes down, so we're all tied up on Queen kills, but there's a huge econ lead for Chicago.
Oh yeah, they're walking them in.
Yeah, here they come. So what I was saying is that four econ opening honestly feels a little bit like a cheese in StarCraft.
Like
where,
a Zerg rush.
Yeah, like, if they don't
okay.
see it coming,
Yeah.
you are in a great position to win. But if they see it coming, it's huge, right? Like you haven't developed any soldiers.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
lose
have
gate
any
control.
board presence.
Oh, boy.
All of your units are respawning. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
You're in
on
real trouble.
respawn. You just wasted a lot of resources. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. Time is the most important resource
Yep.
in Killer Queen.
And right
if
now-
all of your soldiers, all of your workers go down in the first 2 seconds of the game.
And Death from Above trying to move a slow snail.
Yeah.
They don't have the time to do that against 2 more berries at the beginning.
Yeah, and Death from Above.
Where's the gold
Chicago's Queen
up
comes
there?
in to clear out her hive. A little bit of crown walking, and
and
Waffles
takes
gets
in another.
in. All right, so Chicago only needs 1 more berry to take this. Chicago's on the edge. Chicago's down again, but it doesn't matter because
Takes it
Abs
in.
gets in, and that means that our grand finals are going to be
Ooh, a rematch.
Logan Arcade against Chicago, against Killer Queen Logan Arcade Chicago. So really impressive there.
Which on which?
Whew. All right. So everybody, here we are. We're at grand finals. It's been a thrilling ride. So we're going to start our grand finals here. We have meaningful choices on blue. And Killer Queen, Logan Arcade, Chicago on gold. Give a hand to our finalists.
You guys are on gold.
All right, best of 5. Best of 5. No, because Chicago has to win twice. We're going to kill them? No, we're not going to kill them.
Yeah, no, best of 5 is fine.
All right, so
The players
we're
get in
going
position.
into our grand finals here between Meaningful Choices on blue and Logan Arcade on gold. Chicago
With
on
64
gold.
viewers,
With 64
our all-time
viewers.
record.
Yeah. So one thing to note, because Meaningful Choices is in winners right now, if they lose, they can come back.
Yep,
Right.
they
So
have another
Logan
chance.
Arcade needs to take 2 best of 5s to win this, to take
Yeah.
this from Meaningful Choices.
Oh yeah, so this could be a
Meaningful
long
Choices-
grind tonight.
Yeah, it could be a long game. Those 2 best of 5s. 2 best of 5s. Two best of 5s. If you
you
go out,
lose.
you're in losers, and you can come back.
Yeah.
Whew, all right.
10:27. Hey, the timing.
So,
Wow. 2 best teams here tonight. New York's finest versus Chicago.
all right, this is gonna be thrilling.
Oh yeah, they get the speed gates right away. Ooh, it positions himself for a dive with the full momentum, Meaningful Choices right away.
Oh, look at that. Brian anticipating a big econ push, but actually doesn't get much done.
Yeah.
And
Slows him
Chicago
down for a second.
takes a berry lead.
So Meaningful Choices not getting any berries.
No, they're putting together the military, which, you know, when they get that rolling, they can be quite strong.
Yep.
But
Yeah, start
they're
off with
right
a
now at a
deficit.
deficit.
Hold the gates. Whoa, and a berry gets kicked in by a worker.
All right, so Meaningful Choices gets their first berry in. This is the beginning of the bow. The bow constrictor is starting to wrap.
And Chicago goes down one of their queens.
Yeah, Logan Arcade goes
There have
down
been
one
some
queen.
strong military victories for Meaningful Choices tonight, and every night that they play. Typically.
Yeah, so Logan Arcade has 4 berries to Meaningful Choices 2. Logan Arcade's queen actually doing the harassing of the blue base. And another
Diving
kick in
in,
for Logan
diving in.
Arcade.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so that means that
Yeah.
they're at 5 berries.
Now, if you watch previous tournaments, Chicago is rather known for that.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Well, they have amazing control.
they
You know,
absolutely do.
Chicago is excellent technically, and you're really seeing that come forward in these matches. So Brian coming in and trying to harass it like there. Another berry gets in. NYU Game Center, thank you NYU Game Center for tuning in. That's probably Dylan McKenzie. Thanks McKenzie, for tuning in.
Dylan.
All right, so right now we have 6 berries in for Logan and 5 berries in for Meaningful Choices. So again, that constricting style, is it starting to take hold? I mean, it looks like they're behind for so long, but look, there are no warriors out.
Yeah, they
for Logan Arcade.
They cannot transform.
There are no warriors. The queen is having to do everything, and there he goes down again. Logan Arcade on their so if they can't get any warriors out and the queen's on her last life, what kind of military presence can they put on this board? None.
Wow.
None. And Meaningful Choices can take as long as they want.
Skull just goes in and clears the person trying to transform.
Yeah.
This is fantastic work.
Oh, and there we go.
Last kill.
Stripes gets in. And Meaningful Choices goes up 1 in this best of 5.
Absolute dominant performance there. Getting a military win.
70 viewers, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is amazing.
Yep. So, Chicago's queen was forced in a position where she had to try and go for gates, but again, the military swarming her.
Meaningful Choices looks like it's behind, and then you realize, oh no, it's just
setting up for the long game.
They're kettling their opponents. At a certain point, there won't be any place for their opponents to go.
Yeah.
And Meaningful Choices can take as long as it wants.
Oh, Meaningful Choices goes down.
Yeah, Brian Kang going down right there.
Loses a 50-50.
But in fact, it kind of Logan Arcade is only 2 berries up, so you'd think they would be farther ahead at this point.
Right, but they've got some good ledge guarders in position.
Again, 3 warriors out for
wow. So they're going with that
New York
slow and steady style.
And Brian goes down again, losing these 50-50s at
not worth
the worst time.
Especially when you're down. You really just, there's no advantage to pursuing that combat.
Well, I mean, so the difference is, though, he has a bunch of warriors out, right? I mean, like, he doesn't have to do all of the fighting for his team.
Absolutely. So there's no reason to stay in that 50-50 hopper battle.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, okay, another berry bounces in, and now Meaningful Choice is actually taking the berry lead.
Chicago does get an abs warrior out there.
Yep.
To try and take back.
Ooh, Meaningful Choice is pushing the snail.
Wow.
Pushing the snail, just to tease it a little.
And they're winning on the econ.
It's almost.
But Skulls is just an amazing.
Yeah, Skulls. Yeah, Chicago's ledge guarding is just so impressive. Their hive harass
holding it down
is
with
really,
one person.
really. I mean, like, look right there. Oh, okay, there we go.
Wow.
Logan Arcade's queen goes down. So
risky business.
This is
Meaningful Choices.
Brian Kang has no fear.
Oh, he should have a little
bouncing
fear.
there. Dangerous bouncing. I
he
wonder
wants to really prove something.
And right now, Meaningful Choices, by the way, has the berry lead.
Yeah, so I think Meaningful Choices just needs to be conservative with their queen. Control the gates, evade.
A kick in there for Meaningful Choices by, I think, actually the gold queen.
And now they have 4 remaining. As a berry gets kicked to the other side.
Berry coming in for...
So Chicago's going to get 2 there, uncontested.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they have a clear
blue warrior
hive.
just died.
Both teams have a clear hive. All right, only 3 more for Meaningful Choices, and Chicago needs 5 to take this. Oh, actually, Chicago having the military lead now. Does Chicago have any berry runners? Am I seeing 4 warriors? Oh no. So now Chicago is doing Meaningful Choices style. They're doing NYU style now.
Trying so hard.
And both teams have 3 warrior. Waffles going down in the hive. And slowly but surely, Logan Arcade is catching up there with an amazing bounce pincer, clearing out their hive, meaning that they only need 3 more.
Oh, they have an open not open. Sorry, there's Skulls there. Just waiting patiently.
Exactly. And the queen. So Chicago, I think, has realized they run berries a little bit better, and so
their
what they need
is just more solid.
Yeah, they need a bunch of military out to make sure that they shut down any kind of Meaningful Choices. Econ, and then they will win the long game. They will win the boa constrictor game.
Yep. Yeah. If no one can get it by Skulls,
gets shut down. Thought it could sneak in.
Yeah.
Berry coming through into Meaningful Choices hive. Gets kicked
Gotta
back.
get those berries out. Yep, there they go.
Okay, so we now have Meaningful Choices.
But it clears the hive.
Not taking control of that hive.
The queen, get these kills.
Oh,
yes.
nice! Some nice moves by Brian. Keeping this shut down. An amazing bounce there into abs.
Right in.
Means that Chicago
now
only
they're
needs 2 more.
again.
They're tied in, so Berry Runner gets in. Oh, Waffles gets in for Chicago.
Oh, but they both sneak in.
They both sneak in, but here's the last berry coming in for Chicago.
Whoa.
Gets killed, kicked over.
Kicked back.
Gonna get kicked back. And Chicago brings it in.
Gets it. Amazing job.
And ties it up.
Wow, they
1-1.
duplicated their opponent's strategy and played it just a little bit better at the end of the day.
Yeah, amazing adjustment, as they're saying in the chat. Really just pivoting, downloading that style and turning it into their
style.
own.
They know Kung Fu.
Yeah, what an amazing match. These two teams are, both of them, incredible. This is the best Killer Queen I've ever seen.
Oh my God, yes. long matches. I think we're best of 5.
Yeah, that was the right call.
Yeah, grinding out. We were close to a berry exhaust again in that game.
Yes,
like, there were only a handful left.
We absolutely were. I mean, it's interesting to think what that game would look like if Brian didn't go down immediately. And there you go, Brian goes down again.
Happens.
And
pulling that confidence from the first match.
Yeah.
Too much.
So this is, I will say, this is one of the dangers for Chicago's, Meaningful Choices Queen, is that Brian is very, very good, but he can get overconfident.
Absolutely.
He can believe that he has control, and that he can impose his will on his opponents. And so then he puts himself in situations that he probably shouldn't be in.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he thinks that he can win. Right? He'll go for the 50-50 over and over again instead of saying, "Oh, I've done my job.
Yep.
This queen has been here. I can back off." Because we've done what we needed to do.
Oh yeah. Brian and I were playing Halo the other day, and he'll put himself in very compromising positions, believing he'll win those skirmishes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And losing.
And most of the time he's right.
Range.
To his credit, most of the time he's right.
Incredibly skilled. He was a level 50 in Halo.
Yeah.
So that skill is certainly showing here. But
All
if
right.
you get overconfident, oh wow, Barry just getting kicked out.
Heavy Barry
Blue
mounting.
is very, very dominant.
Yeah. So once again, we have that NYU style, that boa constrictor style. Huge military.
One worker trying to run it.
Yeah, and they're doing it. They're still behind though, as the Gold's hive gets cleared out.
Yep.
And they have a substantial berry lead at this point. So Chicago is adjusted. Yeah, I don't know why Skulls is in there. They need to get out of there. Yeah, they go down. So now we have a military lead for Chicago.
Andre Kwan doing a great job of stopping the berry runners single-handed.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
Playing like crazy reflexive style.
All right, so Brian now the one harassing the hive.
Yep. Oh,
which allows them to have a little bit of a stronger. Yeah, and there we go. They shut down the blue hive.
Almost bridging a deficit too. It's 5-4.
Yeah.
Chicago's favor.
So if this berry runner can get in, cannot, unfortunately.
Brian taking the gates once again.
Right. So abs on blues. All right, blue hive is clear, and we have 2 berry runners coming up, and both of them get shut down by blue abs.
It's a 4-4.
Yeah, Meaningful Choices managed not to tie it up, but Chicago's queen comes over to start harassing, because that was going very, very well. Gold abs pulls blue abs out of position, and that means that Logan Arcade takes the berry lead.
Brian taking the gates.
Oh, Brian goes down again, and he is on his last life.
They can't get him in.
The berries are tied.
Between Hot Topic and the Queen. Oh, Meaningful Choices being completely shut down in Econ.
Yeah, this just Chicago runs a lot of econ. They know how to defend it.
They certainly do.
Gosh darn it. Okay, but Meaningful Choices is doing a pretty good job. Yeah, so there we go. Meaningful Choices takes the berry lead, but no, two
of them get in.
2 runners come in for Logan Arcade, which means they are 1 away, and it's coming up, and they get it in.
Sneak it in.
So Logan Arcade has taken the lead in this best of 5. They've pushed Meaningful Choices to the edge. Now, I'll remind everybody that if Logan wins this, they then have to win another best of 5. They're in losers right now. If they win, they send Meaningful Choices to losers, and then we get our final best of 5 of the night. But let's see if Meaningful Choices can pull this together, get back into it, and tie it up, and we'll see if we go the distance here.
This team's running extremely similar
72 viewers, by the way, Matt.
Oh my God.
72 viewers. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, you all are amazing.
We love you all. Thanks for coming. All right, so here we go. We're jumping into this next match between these 2 incredible teams. Again, just very, very good on both sides. And actually, we have no berries in for either team. Finally, Chicago getting in 2 berries, but there's no.
Coming with the third.
There are no berries. I think is Meaningful Choices trying to go for Snail? If they are, it has been completely shut down.
Not very well.
Absolutely shut down.
Maybe they're
by
trying
Chicago.
to go for surprise.
And now Chicago has cleared out their hive. Yeah, 2 more runners coming in. And Meaningful Choice is running a berry, but I don't know. I mean, like, maybe they're going to try to...
really done Snail when they feel like they can crush a team. Like, just for humility.
Ooh, okay, there we go, though. Chicago's Queen goes down,
Excellent.
which might be the beginning of moving the Snail, but they're going to need to defend heavily. They are far behind. That's a speed Snail. It can catch up to Econ at this point, but they need to defend it.
And they
do.
There are 2 gold. Ooh.
There's gold coming
Abs
over.
versus Abs, and Abs wins it. Of course. Blue Abs wins it.
Blue Abs wins it, yeah. Abs can't lose in that one. But Chicago taking position. Okay, there we go. Gold Queen goes down, and that Snail is moving. Oh, but the Snail Rider goes down. That was a speed Snail Rider. That was really important. They need speed to keep this moving, and they don't have any warriors out.
Yep. So I think Meaningful
Choices... They need to convert some warriors, because right now they're spending a lot of their military just ledge guarding against the huge Econ lead, and Chicago's moving the Snail back.
Yep. Just so it's in safe position for them.
I honestly think that if Meaningful Choices loses
speed
that,
Snail again.
It loses this. That
it doesn't
speed
jump off,
warrior,
though.
That speed worker not getting off at the right time might be the reason.
Yeah. Oh god.
But here we go. We got another speed worker on it.
Econ is being slowed down.
And there's no gold military in sight. Brian goes down.
Brian's shutting it down. Oh, we got to jump off the Snail. Yeah, these sacrifices are working.
All right,
really
they are working
vigilant.
slowly but surely.
Oh, Abs versus Abs.
Fights. Another Abs fight.
And
Chicago's Queen goes down on a 50-50, and Meaningful Choices ties it up. We're going to the rubber match. And Meaningful Choices, after being in a deficit, now has Logan Arcade at tournament point.
Yep.
Meaningful Choices just needs to win 1 more game.
This could be game match.
And they are the grand champions.
So what
I think
they figured out was that they're getting beaten on ledge guard. They need to lure away the warriors into a compromising position, and it worked.
Right.
The Snail is such a good, it's a bait strategy.
And
really.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because Snail is faster than 1 person doing equal.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, you're going to put so much more pressure on, and I think the thing was, when they had a runner, a berry runner, then that just allowed them to be a little bit more flexible. They could switch that berry runner onto a soldier whenever they needed and really adapt to the situation.
Yeah. And Meaningful Choices, they've done such a great job of holding these gates, but Chicago, they're still getting warriors out to play and making a difference. Wow. And Chicago has that Econ lead.
Econ lead, and I think a huge military presence, enough to keep this safe.
Yep. They're guarding. A Speed Warrior in position. Looks like Speed Skull, which is all the more terrifying given the way Speed Skulls have been playing all tournament long. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Meaningful Choices Speed Skulls. I'm observant. All right. Chicago up 5-2 on that Econ. Meanwhile, Meaningful Choices not really moving anything. Ooh. Yeah, Meaningful Choices unable to get anything going, really. Ooh.
Yeah, and Andre Kwan has come alive.
And is slapping down every worker in his sight, and that's something that Brian really doesn't do. He only goes where he's needed.
A kick-in
he only fights other fighters.
for Logan, and they're only 4 berries away from winning this game.
Yeah, I gotta hand it to Andre Kwan for just like beelining towards workers and whatever path he's on.
Yeah,
just pivoting,
taking them out.
Yeah,
another berry coming in. Chicago's only 3 berries away from winning this best of 5. Now again, I remind you, if Chicago wins, we're gonna do another best of 5 between Meaningful Choices and
and they have an open base.
Yeah,
and it's
one more, and there's nothing Meaningful Choices can do about it. It gets in. All right.
Quite good. Well played.
Amazing game. All right, so that means we're going to have another best of 5 between these 2 teams. Yeah. Reset. Best of 5. Best of 5. Now they go to another round. Day night.
Wow, running Econ so efficiently in Chicago.
Yeah, really impressive.
So despite the gate control, they're getting the berries in there and they're shutting down Meaningful Choices Econ with just 1 warrior typically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Meaningful Choice needs to figure something out. They're looking strong. They're looking good, but man, it seems like Logan Arcade has just captured the momentum.
Yep, absolutely. So what I feel like Brian needs to do is lure away skulls as much as possible.
Yeah.
And just like let up a few gates here and there.
That's Brian's real enemy right now, actually, is skulls.
Yep.
Right? Is this person who can shut down. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Meaningful Choices.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's an early
Chicago's
kill.
Clean goes down early, and Meaningful Choices is moving Snail.
Wow.
And they right now have a big military presence.
But Chicago,
which
4 berries to 0.
4 berries to 0, so that means that Meaningful Choices needs to get a ledge guard in place. They also need to guard this snail
got their
with
ledge guard up
their
there.
life. And Brian is being very, very conscious. He is completely eliminating any
but
gold
gets
military.
killed, trying
but
to
he
get
goes
that
down.
Trying to get that gate too hard.
Too much. It's too much from him. But he's back into it. We have.
Unfortunately, Snail Rider gets slapped down.
Yeah.
So despite all that gate control, Chicago's still getting on the board with lots of warriors.
Yeah,
It's staying alive.
And right now, they need to. This ledge guard for Meaningful Choices needs to be immaculate because right now it's a race, and if that snail's every second that snail is not moving, then they're in trouble.
Another berry gets
Then
in.
Meaningful Choices is losing. Okay, they
Jesus.
tried to move the snail a little bit, but it just
Queen
didn't
dives
happen.
in, kills the warrior, and they're holding down that gate.
Yeah, they're holding down that gate, so they know they will just always have some military out. They'll always be able to threaten this.
And speed snail
all right, so
is
there are
about to
2
come into
ledge
play.
guards now going up for Meaningful Choices, realizing that they need to shut down this
Lord.
econ.
Speed Burr dies right away.
Oh, and Brian goes down again.
Oh, this is a shame for an early lead.
Yeah, they were looking good. I mean, the snail's halfway there. I mean, if they really pull it together, they might be able to do this.
They haven't been able to win those skirmishes.
Yeah, exactly.
Their dives have just been going down.
Yeah, and their Speed Rider goes down, and the Gold Hive is clear, and Chicago only needs 4 more berries to win this.
So very clear. Yeah, and Brian's going up to guard.
Yeah,
Trying to
there's no
hold the
blue
gates
military
too.
out. This is looking pretty
well,
dire
that's
for Meaningful Choices.
Yep, they can't hold down a gate now. They're on their back heel.
Yeah, they're having trouble just getting military out.
And now, Gold is just holding Snail, knowing that they can't move it anywhere.
Yeah, 2 berries left for Logan Arcade.
Ooh, and here comes, oh no, Blue shuts him down. Meaningful Choices trying to go for that snail, but they have no support. They're not even in a position where they're able to touch it, so they're not moving it at all.
Yeah, clear hive berry right there.
Wow, it falls in. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Ryan leaving.
Meaningful
the
Choices are
position.
scrambling right now. Scrambling.
Wow. Both queens on their last, but here comes the last
berry. And Logan takes it. They're up 1 in this best of 3 against Meaningful Choices.
Man, so every time that Meaningful Choices tried to bait them with the snail, they just lost those battles. They were in position to capitalize on the dives, and they didn't get it. So Chicago doing a really good job of juking and using their reflexes. They're showing that they're a little more practiced right now.
Yeah, I think the thing is, it just comes down if you can't win the fights.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't win the fights, you're
gonna lose. Yeah. So no matter where they're taking the fight, they're not taking it. They're not winning it.
All right.
So Brian, I mean, doing a great job on queening, but his teammates are not winning the skirmishes. And he's very patient, holding on gates. Oh, we got a worker bump out another worker on a transformation.
All right, so Meaningful Choices running econ.
Yeah, Chicago trying to hold that last gate. Yep, getting a warrior in play.
Econ is tied up, and again, we see that Constrictor style. There's a lot of military out. But they're gonna need to, that needs to work, right? They need to really guard these ledges.
Ooh.
And right now,
Brian,
Meaningful Choices
just
takes the berry lead. Takes the berry lead. And Brian is just sticking to Andre Kwan.
Yep, but wisely gets out of that 50-50 situation. Not taking chances this time.
Ooh,
Abs. Need to fight if you're gonna
Abs
lose.
playing with fire and
Yep.
loses against that queen.
Wow, so right now, Meaningful Choices as all of the gates.
All right, Meaningful Choices has a berry lead now, a pretty significant one, but they've lost gate control, which means that Meaningful Choices Chicago can get some warriors out, and their warriors are very, very strong.
Ooh,
they do
sneaks in
win
another
these
berry.
fights.
They're getting, oh wow.
Very dangerous dive there from Brian. He gets right out though.
I feel like Meaningful Choices are getting better. Yep, better and better. It's sneaking by
Ooh,
Skulls.
Brian goes down.
Ooh, but they're just 3 away.
And that might give him a chance to clean out his hive, but no, he leaves immediately and decides to opt for gate control because there are no blue warriors out at the moment. None at all.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh,
so dangerous.
Very, very dangerous stuff there.
Oh,
Brian clears his hive and takes out
Queen
Chicago's
kill.
queen.
With a triple
There's
kill.
a berry coming in. They only need 2 more. Meaningful Choices does, and they have a huge lead right now at this point in the game.
Ooh, gets in another one.
One
Past
more.
The queen.
They just need 1 more berry, and there's only 1 gold warrior out.
Wow.
There's Brian's sitting in his own
worker
hive.
bounces are
He
intense.
leaves. He leaves to try to make sure there's no more gold military.
Ooh,
Crown running gets shut down.
Can't convert.
Oh, Brian goes down. Let the berry get in.
Just in time. Meaningful Choices is on the board. All right.
And Meaningful Choices ties it up.
These players resetting, getting their composure.
Wow. This is impressive. This is really everyone in the stream. Call your friends. Tell them to watch right now. They're gonna see the best Killer Queen ever. Ever.
Oh my god. My god. So finally getting past Skulls. Riding his head a lot.
And I think Meaningful Choices, they're actually doing some amazing ledge guarding themselves. I mean,
Absolutely.
really figuring out
they're
how to do
slowing
that. Some fighting over that centric gate.
Yep, Gold missing the dive on the water, but still transforming.
And actually, it looks like Chicago going 2-2.
Ooh. Meaningful Choices still into the Warriors.
Yeah, Meaningful
and
Choices
going for that gate control, but knows if she dives that Chicago's going to come in, counter dive, and it still takes the chance, and it's not worth it.
Not worth it. They tied up. They tied up on berries, but now Meaningful Choices has a clear hive, and they take it in. I mean, it's worth mentioning, by the way, right, that if anything, Logan Arcade, Chicago should be a master of the day map. They play it a lot.
Well.
It's the only thing they play. Oh, and Brian goes down again.
He's not doing well at those 50-50 battles.
No, absolutely not. Ooh, and Blue Abs just lets the worker walk in, not concentrating too much on that gold warrior.
Wow, Chicago is so much econ lead right now.
They're really taking control of this match.
Oh wow. Meaningful Choices almost sneaking in a berry.
Another
berry no
goes
berry
in,
now.
and Chicago just needs 5 more. Now just only 4 more. And their queen is on her last life, so she's not going to be able to do much here.
Meanwhile, Skulls is holding things down. Skulls is just very dominant at this map.
2 more for Logan.
Oh, gets in there.
Only 2 more berries for Logan.
And there's one.
There's one.
Past
Going through
3 defenders.
all of those defenders. That's, I just wonder, and some
bumping out the
bouncing.
warrior.
Yeah, some
My
in-high
God, Waffles is doing
harassment.
an amazing job.
I think that's Stripes, actually.
Oh, Stripes, okay.
Waffles is coming up. Waffles has got the last berry for Chicago. And he goes down. Ooh, but Chicago's queen goes down.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, Brian in very scary positions. Doing a good job.
But the last berry is coming up to a clear Chicago hive.
Clear. Yep.
And they take the next game. So right now, Logan Arcade Chicago is at tournament point.
Yep.
Tournament point.
Despite being knocked to the loser's bracket earlier by Meaningful Choices, they could win the best of 3 basically against Meaningful Choices. Yeah, Meaningful Choices might be out of tricks. Anything they've tried hasn't worked twice, it seems.
Well, I mean, it's worth noting that they're very strong on the night map and that are getting dominated on the day map.
Yeah.
Now, the problem for them is if they win this one, they're going back to the day map.
Yep. Yeah, so if they win this one, so do you think they'll try Snail this time? I feel like they don't.
I don't
they're
know
not
if they
confident enough
should.
with it.
I don't know.
I don't
if they
think they
should.
should either.
I mean, it
think-
worked once for them.
Yeah.
And maybe they want to just try something crazy. So let's see what happens.
So will they go full econ again? No, they're going 2 warriors. No, 1 warrior.
They're doing Chicago style. They're doing a 2-2.
Actually, No, Speed Warrior. Okay.
Oh, and Brian goes down, diving for a gate he didn't need.
No, he's taking.
He's so
trying
intent
so hard
on
to
getting
control
that
them.
military control that he's just making bad decisions.
Yeah.
And look, Chicago right now doesn't have a huge econ lead. They're only one berry up, and now it's tied. So meaningful choices, working the berries, doing well
lost
for
all
themselves.
the gates. So that's
They've
all they
lost
can do.
all the gates. They have 2 warriors out though. They're at their 2-2. They don't need any warriors right now. If they're not doing their suffocation style,
And they're
then it
sneaking
doesn't
in
matter.
berries left and right.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, so Skulls, who was very, very strong, is now just letting berries in left and right.
Brian
Some
paying
crazy
very, very
crown
patiently.
walking.
Wow.
Forces Skulls out of the hive.
Ooh, and Blue gets another one.
And all right, so
dominant lead.
Chicago's hive is finally clear. Oh, and Brian goes down again.
Brian on his last
Again.
light.
Oh, some crown walking from Ab. So Brian. Oh,
Wow.
goes down, and Chicago takes it.
Chicago wins.
Chicago takes it 3-1. Wow. Amazing win there. Amazing tournament.
Amazingly, the Queen. So this is something that Chicago did all tournament long, would sneak in and get a crown scrape win.
Yeah.
Like with no time to set up.
Yeah.
So
Amazing adjustment.
Incredible work.
Oh, very impressive. Very impressive. Congratulations to Killer Queen, Logan Arcade, and Chicago, our champions. Take your trophies, guys. Take your trophies. Oh, no, don't take your trophies. Wow. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think they are on television, actually. Yeah.
Well, you know, I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I want to thank all the teams that participated and everybody who cheered them on tonight. I was really happy to win.
Yeah. Woo!
I would like to paint. I would like to present. You cannot see it at home, TV audience, but it says Kickstarter Killer Queen Champion. So I would like to present it.
Yeah.
Good luck getting back through airport security.
Yeah. Congratulations to Killer Queen Chicago. All right, thank you, Logan Arcade, for sending them. Amazing matches for an amazing game. Congratulations to them.
Thank you all for coming. Thanks to Charles and Matt for amazing content.
Good shit, man.
All right, let's go drink. All right. Oh, Chicago would like to say something.
I want to thank you guys so much for hosting us. It's been a blast. I love Killer Queen. I love all the community that comes up, and hopefully this is the beginning of another intense rivalry.
Yeah. Woo.
Chicago is a very beautiful city to visit in the spring. Johnson there in the summer. Flights are cheap. Don't worry, plan on it. Yeah. Okay. You guys are more than welcome to our city, our arcade. I want to thank all the organizers.
You guys all have a place to crash if you come to Chicago.
Yes. Thank you.
Andrew is welcoming everyone to come to Chicago.
I want to thank James Dusty for getting Killer Queen to Logan Arcade, Josh and Nick for doing that.
Andre's thanking everybody, giving shout outs to the scene, welcoming everyone to Chicago, saying we have a place to stay. Nikita and Josh are
All right,
coming
we're
out.
bringing
the
down Nikita,
creators.
Necros,
Yep.
and Josh DeBonis.
We received a lot of love and support from all of our friends.
They're thanking everybody.
It's all about you.
Yeah.
They're thanking Chicago for all the love and support, especially Logan Arcade. And now Josh and Nikita are up on deck.
This has been like a totally amazing thing. I mean, when we
You didn't like esports.
There we go. Let's try that. Yeah. How about that?
Community, and we're really proud of you guys. You're like, you're competitive, but you're also like just friendly and nice to each other, and that's amazing.
Yep. Developers thanking everyone for being such good sports, a great community. And
Josh
he's
has
so
something to say.
pleased
Josh
to
has
see. I
something
mean,
to
look at this. Well, I don't know if you can see it. No, there's too much light. There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna.
There's a lot of people behind me was the point.
Yeah, tell them about the Facebook group. Facebook group. Tell them about the Facebook group.
Killer Queen in my seat. Facebook. Oh, no.
How about a hand for our other
So
teams?
Chicago can beat us in karaoke
A
after
hand
this.
for our other teams.
Oh, no, no, no. Windows 8.1. No. What are you doing?
Great job, community choices.
Yep. Hayden from Mediocre congratulating Meaningful Choices for doing such a great job. It just decided
Really?
to do this. Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody. Killer Queen NYC, 5v5 every Friday here at Jupiter Squad. Hope to see you all there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. You're amazing. Killer Queen's amazing. Chicago's amazing. Portland's amazing. New York's amazing.
Everyone's
Everything's
amazing. We love you all.
We
Thank
love
you
you
so
all.
much for tuning in.
Yes.
What did we peak at? Like 72?
74, I think.
74.
Yeah.
74 is
So-
the number to beat.
Thank you all.
I think
Thank you all.
It's broken. Okay.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
How do I? Oh God, I can't do it.
You were amazing. So good. So good. All right. Yeah? All right.
I can't shut it off. Damn you, Windows. Damn you.
I think the real champion of this match is Windows 8.1.
Jesus Christ. We had 78 updates before this went live.